Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star, and, we ended the last part. We chose the wrong option, thankfully. That's what I wanted. So good. And we got the bad ending. So now we're gonna go and do the right ending for this. So here we are back with Shu, and we're going to give him the legendary left Tempest uppercut. Take this! Legendary left Tempest uppercut! Gah! Ha 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 ha! I knew you were weak on your right side, Doctor. Aha! Because it's his... Oh, right. Yes. That's what... So I was like, I feel like we should know this. Because that's something we should remember from the first game. And I forgot that, so... But legendary just sounded more legendary. Because our left, if we kick him with the left, it's kicking his right side. Oh, anyway. And know the enemy, and you need not fear the result of 100 battles, eh? Ah, I had not accounted for this. I did not expect a human as strong as you to come to the restaurant. We'll be taking Miro and Kaku back now. And you're closing this restaurant! You've been making the king worry, you know. Very well. I shall defer to your impressive physique. Why, thank you. Don't worry. I shall spend some time coming up with a new way of harvesting ingredients. He's not even trying to hide the fact that he's aiming to be back open soon. Also, he's a bird harvesting other birds. That's really fucked up. Make sure you get permission from the king when you reopen, okay? That's it for that, then. Yep. Are you okay, Miru, Kaku?
Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku are warm and steamy. Merry Christmas! And Miru and Kaku got to eat the vegetables from the bath.
They're still a little on the rare side. That's good.
Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku are going to go burn off some calories now. Yay!
Some people just never slow down. I'm so hungry. And to be hungry is to be sad. Oh my, a restaurant! It's kind of like a hobo sack, except for it's a lantern. Wait, no! Don't go in! What's wrong? You can't go in here. It's closed right now. What? No. And I thought I'd finally get to eat some corn. The king thought this restaurant was suspicious. You aren't from around here, are you? No, I'm not. I'm a migrant. I'm on a journey now. A journey? And did you come here on the train, sir? Yes, that's right. I'd never seen this star before, so I decided to look around. Journeys are wonderful. So many things to see. But being hungry is terrible. It makes me so sad. I suppose I'll keep looking for food then. Goodbye! Nageki and I watched the migrant wander back into the forest. If he'd been 5 minutes earlier, he might have ended up on a spit. A lucky fellow. Definitely. And so we solved the case of the vanishing restaurant goers. What do we do now? We're without a goal again. We should probably go report to the king. He must still be worried. Of course. Let's go back to the palace now then. We'll be walking more. Is that okay with you, Nageki? Yes. I like walking with you. He's so quiet that I hadn't realized. I'm glad he's enjoying himself anyway. Come to think of it, being able to go on a journey and walk around outside like this must be like a dream come true for him. It is a dream, after all. Wouldn't it be nice if this dream lasted forever, Nageki? We will wake up when morning comes. It has to end eventually. I know. But until then, I want to keep walking around with you, Miss Tosaka. Me too! For now, we can walk back to the king's palace. The king said... Oh, the king said that will not be necessary. Oh, it is the king. I should have known that. It's the forward king. You appear out of nowhere, just like your citizens, Mr. King. Your Majesty, we defeated the owner of the restaurant. The restaurant is closed now, so there's nothing more to worry about. The king is very grateful. Thank you, guests from far away. Oh, from away. Thank you. I don't remember the voice I gave him literally like 5 minutes ago. You're welcome. The king would like to reward you. Please accept the king's gift. Rocks! What a pretty gem! What kind is it? A garnet. And the name comes from the French word for pomegranate. It looks a little bit like a pomegranate, I guess. But the king is still troubled. And the king asked, will you listen to the king's next request? You must be having an awful lot of trouble for how peaceful this planet seems. What do you think, Nageki? We don't have anything else to do we? I'll let you decide. Well, heroes are supposed to complete the quest set before them, right? What's your next request, Mr. King? The flowers in the garden are going to be blown away. I'm just all over the place with this voice for funsies anyway. Blown away? Is there a typhoon coming? The garden is going to explode! What kind of garden is this? The king is very scared. The king is crying. Even I would be a little unsettled if my garden was going to explode. Oh, let's help him, Miss Tosaka. Leave it to us, Mr. King. We're back in the city, but where do you think this explosive garden is exactly? Who knows? I don't see anything likely here. Maybe it's on the outskirts of the town. Maybe we should have asked the king. And this time we might not know it, even if we see it. We should have gotten the king to show us the way. The flowers blew up. The garden exploded. Nageki, look! A crowd of panicking citizens is trying to run away from something, like rats from a burning sewer pipe. And that analogy is a little bit mean, Miss Tosaka. Well, we'll probably find the garden if we go towards whatever they're running from. Look at how the fucking image is singed. What is this lunacy? Do you mean to tell me that blowing up gardens is common practice in this barbaric star? On this barbaric star. Sakuya! Huh. Didn't something like this happen a few weeks ago? It's a nice garden, aside from the holes. And poor Sakuya, he gets to be the bombing victim even in Dreamland. It's dreadful. And I have an important tea party scheduled for local celebrities today. This disgrace will besmirch the LaBelle family name. Oh, so he's hosting a tea party here. Geez, he should have invited me too. Though I'm not a celebrity. Do you know who did this? I haven't the slightest. And there's been no suspicious activity. And the garden blew up by itself. So, time bombs set before everyone got here. That's some awfully meticulous terrorism for a fairy tale world. Have you already made enemies who'd want to ruin your name on this planet, Sakuya? Do you mock me? Perhaps you've not noticed, but this is a dream, and it only just started. I've barely been here for a few hours. How could I possibly have made enemies? I mean, just by existing. This also looks like he's got an afro, which is fun. I think Sakuya's snobby, aristocratic attitude can make him all kinds of enemies within the space of a single conversation. But then again, none of the people here seem particularly short-tempered. If it's not someone settling a grudge, then who and why? Maybe they have some other far deeper motive that we're just... What? Confound it! More explosions! Miss Tosaka, get down! Wow, more holes. Grr. Show yourselves, terrorists! Cowards! That's right! Come out and fight us like men! Wait, someone's coming through. Oko-san? Yuya. I figured Oko-san would accidentally tear holes in things. Yuya. Looks like I've arrived at last. Yuya? I like how they overstutter in this. Salutations, mon ami. So you're here too. This is no time for salutations. You insufferable mongrel. What have you done to my beautiful garden? Oh. Looks like I blew most of it up. Sorry, Sakuya. Looks like? What do you mean, looks like? Take responsibility for your actions, you filthy mongrel. Cur. Look at what you've done. My garden is nothing but holes. Sorry. I had a little trouble finding the entrance, you see. There's a gate right over there. Yeah, Yuya! Why did you have to do all this? I guess that's what happens when you enjoy your job too much. Fucking love Yuya. Fucking love him. Stop laughing, you fiend! Anyway, I'm so happy to see you. As your brother, I do worry about how you're doing, even in dream. Adieu! What? He disappeared? He just fell into the hole. Yuya! Are you alright? There's no reply. It's just a hole. What was that all about? And down a hole he created himself. Serves him right, the licentious cur. I wonder where he went. It looks like a rabbit hole. So maybe he's in Wonderland. Oh, it's great. Can you hear me, Sakazaki? I want you to sit down there in the dark and think about what you've done. It looks like the exploding garden was just Yuya engaging in a little accidental terrorism while trying to find the entrance. Do you think that's all, Nageki? Probably. We don't have to stick around any longer anyway. Yes! Quest complete! On to the next one.
Hi! What you doing? Talking to the birdies outside? Now you're making nice chirpies. You were loud, but...
And so we solved another one of the king's problems. We've been here for a while now. Time always does pass strangely in dreams. Oh, really? You can have a dream that seems like it lasts for months in a single 10-minute nap after all, right? I don't know. I don't usually remember my dreams. Oh! Do ghosts dream at all? I can't speak for other ghosts, but I sleep and I dream. Is that so? Hello again! Is this the right way to the tea party? I know that's not the migrant's voice, but whatever. I gave him a throwaway voice. I didn't expect him to come back. Mr. Migrant! I heard there's a tea party in the garden just outside town. And there's supposed to be fine black tea and cake. To tell the truth, I prefer rice cookies and coffee, but any food sounds good right about now. Unfortunately, the tea party is canceled. What? The garden got targeted by a terrorist attack. I think it was for celebrities anyway, so a guest as ratty as you would probably have gotten thrown out. Is that so? The city is a cold, heartless place. Cheer up, mister. Common people like us are indomitable. The cruel upper classes can tread on us and grind us into the dirt, but we'll always spring back up like weeds. It's not much, but here. Oh? Nageki hands the migrant 3 sugar cubes. I picked them up in the Milky Way, and they were mixed in with the stars. I've heard that diamonds and sugar cubes float through the Milky Way along with the stars, and these must be some of those. Are you sure? Yes. They're not much, but maybe they'll be enough for now. Thank you. Now I can continue my journey. I'll repay you someday, somehow. The self-styled migrant jauntily flutters away. He's always just a little bit off. I bet whenever he goes to the store, the thing he's looking for is sold out. I hadn't realized there were sugar cubes floating in the Milky Way, though. If I'd known, I would have looked for them while we were out on the train. Where to next? We've completed our goal again. That's the King's cue! His Royal Highness the King! He's here! The bird who was blowing up the garden fell down a hole and disappeared. Though, there are lots of holes in the garden now. What the fuck happened to his face? The king is relieved. People who disturb the peace are scary. Huh. What just happened to the king's head? Did I imagine that? No, you didn't. I saw it too. It is time for the king's reward. Please accept the king's jewel. Ah, it's so pretty and blue. What's it called? Lapis lazuli. He really does know everything. The king said, please listen to the king's next request. Fire away, Highness. Don't you think you should word yourself more carefully, Miss Tosaka? Since you're getting to play the heroine for once. Should I? The king is very troubled. It looks like it might rain, so the king is in a terrible position. Rain? Have you considered an umbrella, sir? He might be an umbrella. It has never rained here since this kingdom was created. But there are dark clouds gathering at the summit of Mount Pudding. Is he Oko-san? Oh, Mount Pudding. We're going to meet Oko-san there? Mount Pudding? I know who we'll meet there already. Mount Pudding is a tall, tall mountain. The clouds at its peak might slip off and slide down and come to the king's palace. And will it be a problem if the palace gets wet? It looks sturdy enough. It would probably be fine in a storm, and never mind a little rain. The king is troubled. If the king's palace gets wet... See, yeah, it's like he's sprouting an extra head. The king will cry. He had another head again just now, didn't he? But he looks normal now, I think. It must have been my imagination. Why would you start crying just because it's raining? The heroine in a J-pop song or shoujo manga might do something like that. Maybe the king is a delicate maiden at heart. Don't worry, Your Highness. I'll protect your fragile heart from the cruel weather. To Mount Pudding! After a long and perilous journey over valley and mountain, hill and dale, through dungeons deep and caverns old, Nageki and I arrived at Mount Pudding. It is even more pudding than its name had led me to imagine. Looking at it, well, I really can't think of any name other than Mount Pudding. There's nothing else he's saying. Calm down, son. Going berserk now won't fix anything. Oko-san! I knew we'd see him here. I thought Oko-san would be here, but I hadn't quite expected you, Ryota. Oh, hello, Spacey. So you're here too. And Nageki? So it would seem. I see. I guess you two were together even in this dream, then. We arrived on the same train. We're a dynamic duo on a quest for the king. What about you? I guess I'm a votress of pudding. And the role comes with a new costume. This time he gets to be a nun. Ryota really likes wearing dresses. So that means Oko-san is... Oko-san is the beloved guardian deity of Mount Pudding. Look at his little wings on his wings. That's so cute. It's adorable. I just want little straps with like little wings to stick on my bird. Like, look, he's a bird. He's cosplaying as a bird. My bird is cosplaying as a bird. He's cosplaying as like an angel or something, but still it's funny. Incidentally, what does he need those things on his back for? Aren't gods supposed to be calm and composed? It is not the time for being calm. The rain is coming.
Weather usually changes quickly in the mountains, so if we wait, it should be clear again eventually.
Waiting is not an option. Oko-san's pudding will be rendered gooey. Sounds like the rain would be a problem for you too, Oko-san. The king said rain has never fallen here, so there must be something behind it. It might not go away even if we wait. Rain is bad. Oko-san shall blow the clouds away.
You're never gonna get rid of rain clouds by flapping at them, son.
And if the clouds get blown down the mountain, the king will be sad. We need to think of another way. The clouds are coming from the summit. Let's climb the mountain and see what's up there, Nageki. All right. That was more of a climb than I'd expected. I never realized pudding was this hard to climb up. I suppose it is very slippery. Are you doing okay, Nageki? You didn't get tired? Not at all. I flew. This is the true separator of birds and men. You know you're in your cage voluntarily, right? He's like banging shit on the side of a cage, like, let me out of the prison. He just likes loud, obnoxious noises. Well, we're at the top, and there's something suspicious right over there. It's like in the Inugami clan. Nageki, what do we do? This isn't a fairy tale. It's a murder mystery. It's Sukekiyo. What's Sukekiyo? I don't know. The corpse upside down in the water was a diversion by the real culprit. And people get it mixed up all the time. But Inugami Sukekiyo wasn't the man in the white mask or the corpse in the water. So this is what the spoiler warning was for. But even with a warning, it's bad form to go telling people the answers to puzzles and mysteries, Nageki. Don't do that! And if you read the book, it might make sense, but, none of it makes sense to me. So. Anyway, if he stays stuck in the caramel for too long, he'll suffocate. Let's help him. Right! You take one leg, and I'll take the other. It's probably Kazuaki. It certainly looks like him.
I can breathe again at last. Thank you.
Wow, he's covered in caramel. He's like a walking ant trap. We've been bumping into people who were at the observation so far, so you're Mr. Nanaki, right?
No, that's not right. I'm Nemo.
Nemo? So your name is Nemo?
Yes,
that's right. I'm pretty fucking sure that's Mr. Nanaki, so we're going with his voice.
I'm Nemo, and I've lost something. I've lost something and I can't find it. So I think I might cry.
Hey, Nageki, don't you think the rain's getting a little heavier? Definitely. And more clouds are gathering. Where should I look? I think I dropped it in this swamp. I look, and I don't find it. And now I feel sad. And the sky sheds tears for you, Mr. Nemo. How poetic! Well, think about where we are. There's no need to think realistically. So to get rid of the clouds, maybe we need to solve Nemo's problem. What are you looking for, Mr. Nemo? We'll help you find it, or that's why they didn't clear off his head. But that is definitely Mr. Nanaki.
You will? Really? And that's so nice of you. I've lost my name.
Your name?
Hence, Nemo.
Oh yeah, it even says Nageki. It does. How do you lose your own name?
I just told you, Miss Tosaka. A logical thought will get us nowhere.
What does your name look like?
I wonder what it does look like.
And then they switched back to Nemo. Like it's really. I'll ask the questions here, bub.
I don't know. I can't see anything.
Oh, I was reading Nageki's voice as his because I think I was doing. Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention and I was reading. My brain was seeing Nanaki instead of Nageki. Wow. I've been reading this all wrong for a while. You know what? Just you know what? Whatever. Anyway. Because your eyes are full of caramel?
No, that's not it. Because I don't have eyes.
I ate them, you see. What?
If a bird eats its own beak, it'll die. But if it eats its eyes, it'll be fine.
Nageki, every time Tsukikyo here opens his mouth, he does terrible, terrible things to our fairy tale atmosphere. Everything he says is way too surreal.
Not really. The macabre is a long-standing tradition in fairy tales, after all. Anyway, I think I heard my name falling into the mud here.
But we can't see anything through this caramel sauce. Do we just so happen to be carrying any convenient tools perfectly suited to the job? Nageki, I have a pond fishing set with me. You keep one of those on your person? Doesn't your tummy ever get the rumblies that only raw pond smelts can cure? No. No one ever understands me. Ah! Anyway, maybe we can catch Mr. Nemo's name with this. I've got something! I've got something!
That's impressive, Miss Tosaka. What is it?
Hang on, I'll have it up in a second. Ha! Look! An early Alice!
A strawberry in the pudding?
Mr. Nemo! Your name is Early Alice.
I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure that's not it.
Oh well. I guess there's nothing for it. Catch, release, and try again. A bite! This is a big one.
It's certainly pulling quite hard. Here, let me help you.
Please do. Grah! We've got it!
This is...
Ever-bearing Alexandria. Mr. Nemo! Mr. Nemo! Your name is Ever-bearing Alexandria.
No. I'm not a strawberry.
Beggars can't be choosers, Mr. Nemo. Jeez, how stubborn can you get? Nageki and I continue fishing for a while, but we only ever catch strawberries. Just what is Mr. Nemo's name?
I guess we're not finding it.
Don't start feeling down, Mr. Nemo. You'll make the rain worse.
We might not find it at this rate. Maybe we should give you a new one.
A new name for Mr. Nemo? Would that solve the problem?
I hadn't thought of that. I guess I'm empty from the eyelids back.
What? That's all we needed to do?
A new name, a new name.
How about Late Lucy, Early Rosie?
I told you, I'm not a strawberry.
Oh no, I got stuck in strawberry mode by accident. I can't think of anything. What about you, Nageki?
You're leaving something that important to me?
It was your idea, right? You can probably come up with a better one than I could anyway.
What about
Hitori? Told you it was fucking... Hitori? That's an odd name.
I can't remember well. But I think a long time ago when I was alive...
Oh, no, that's Nageki. I keep getting there fucking... Anyway, I can't remember well, but I think... Stop! God, fucking stop! The shrieking is disgusting. Nobody likes it.
A long time ago, when I was alive, someone very important to me was named Hitori. Are you sure you want to give me a name that precious to you?
I don't mind. I can't remember anyway. You might as well have it.
Hitori. 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 I am Hitori. Yes, that's right. Thank you. I can't see you, but I can tell that you're the two most wonderful birds I have ever met. I won't forget this.
I'm not a bird.
I wonder how I can thank you. Do I have anything? Oh, here. Let me give you this. Please take it.
Ah, another pretty stone. It's a topaz.
I feel very sunny and warm now. I always have to take a nap in the forest when I feel like this.
The thoroughly carameled Hitori, nay Nemo, happily leaves the mountain. The rain has stopped. The king and guardian deity won't have to worry about it now. The king is probably shaking and crying in his castle right about now. Let's go give him the good news. Kind of hope this is the last quest. Like, this is like fetch quest, and it's like, Your Highness! Your Highness! We're back! We're not exactly going into a friend's house, Miss Tosaka. Shouldn't you be a little more decorous? Should I? I'm already thinking of the king as a friend, though. You must have an awful lot of friends. This His Royal Highness, the king! The king was very scared of the rain. The king cried. I knew it. Don't worry, Your Majesty. The rain's all gone now, so it's okay. The only one we haven't met is Angel. Is it truly so? Take a look outside, sir. The king is relieved. The king was afraid the fire would go out. Although he sounds like Angel. I'm just saying. The fire? That must be the light we saw earlier. Thanks to you two, the king's land is now peaceful once more. The king has no more troubles. The king said, You will hear the king's final request. Even though you're out of troubles, the king really wants that planisphere. Mine? No. I was told not to give it away no matter what. Puppy eyes won't help you, Your Majesty. No means no. The king was very sad. Could you give the king just one star from the planisphere's face? Oh, one of the stars. The stars are represented by gemstone shards. We could probably pull one out. What do you want to do, Nageki? Even a single star is still part of the planisphere. What do you think, Miss Tosaka? I suppose that's true. But the king has been giving us gems this entire time, so just one would be fine, right? That's reasonable enough. The king asked, Will you give the king a star from the planisphere? All right, I will. Pick one. The king said the king would like this one here. The king was very grateful. Thank you, guests from away. You're welcome. I guess we're really done with the king's requests now. Oh, that's me. I guess we're really done with the king's requests now, Nageki. Yes. The night is almost over, Miss Tosaka. Let's go outside. The abyss of the night sky is a little brighter when we get outside. The sky is so beautiful just before dawn. And I love the air at this time of day. Do you always get up before dawn, Miss Tosaka? A hunter has to be awake and ready before the first light touches the ground. I see. And that must be tiring. Dawn. Well, when morning comes, and this dream too shall pass. Nageki, I'm really happy we got to have this adventure together, even if it was just for one night. I'll always remember this dream. Probably don't. Really? Cross my heart and dare to die. I'm glad I got to walk with you too. And thank you. In the real world, Nageki can never leave the school. But one day I want to take him out like this again. There's so much of the earth that I wish he could see. It's the start of a new day, Nageki. And I'll see you in the library soon. Yes. It's dawn. Goodbye, Miss Tosaka. Huh. Well, well, wait a minute. Where's the sun? What about our dramatic buildup? That's odd. Dawn is supposed to come after pre-dawn, isn't it? Whatever are you travelers talking about? Everyone knows midnight comes after pre-dawn. And after that dusk, then midnight again, then pre-dawn, then midnight. Time swings back and forth like a pendulum, after all. The sun will not rise. This dream will never end. Interesting. And that's the good ending? Oh, look. Yasu did it! What? Little planisphere. It's funny that it's like the little traveler bird in the thing. I'm gonna leave it on this one because this cracks me the fuck up. I see a 7 scarlet in my head, which also makes me sad. But yeah, so we'll go into hold on before we come here. So we've got one more like a little story. I'm not sure what these are down here. I don't think you can click on them. Oh, you can. Oh, those are short up. No, 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 no! Ah! Escape! Okay, so those are short episodes. Cool. So we got short episodes down there to do. So we're going to do this one next. And then we'll do the short episodes. There's also these. I don't know if it's actually radio or we read it, so we'll do those after. I don't know if we're supposed to do them like whenever, but anyway, so that'll be that. We're gonna leave it here. So anyway, I will. Actually, we really should leave it on this one. I know we didn't in the last one, but whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.